A 25-year-old youth from Mawade Wembu, Batiklo, committed suicide yesterday. It has been revealed the victim took his life as he could no longer pay off a loan he had taken.
The victim has been identified as Mogaraza Yogaraza, a resident of Mawade Wembu, Batiklo, whose livelihood depended on a cement block manufacturing business. His wife claims he had taken loans from several companies.
He took a loan of 70,000 rupees from Munich, 100,000 rupees from the RDB, 60,000 rupees from Vardina and another 50,000 from the Asia Bank. He took these loans to manufacture blocks. This caused us a loss.
Today, many small-scale entrepreneurs in the country have resorted to irregular methods like obtaining money on interest to fulfill their financial requirements. Newsfirst inquired as to why the situation has been created.
We are self-employed. When we try to get a loan, they request for a state guarantor or legal documents of your property and wealth. From where do we get those? So we are forced to get loans from people on high interest.
We have to ply our trade, so we have to take loans every day. We don't like doing it because it makes us debtors. It is not their mistake either. They are only giving us because we ask for it. I am 37 years old and I have tried to get a loan from the bank a couple of times. They weren't big loans either. They were small amounts ranging from 100,000 to 300,000 rupees. But I have never taken a bank loan. We get it done through a finance company or something like that. If we take 10,000, we have to pay back 12,000 for 2 months. When plying a trade by obtaining loans at such high interest rates, the trader has to make a profit percentage higher than the interest rate to cover the loan. As this process is not practical, those who obtain loans without a proper knowledge fall into a debt trap, unable to pay off the loan. In 2017, 195 people in Sri Lanka committed suicide due to the debt burden in the country. I will show you how unfair this loan scheme is. There is something called the Rural Micro Loan Scheme today. It gives you a loan of 100,000 rupees, which has to be paid back as a 50-month installment of 2,500 rupees each. The ordinary rural communities think to themselves, since they got this 100,000 in one go, they could grow cultivation by paying 2,500 a month, which could be earned through a day labor job. At plain sight, it looks like a relief program. But what is the reality? The interest rate is 47.47%. At rural level, the rate is 61%. Urban level is 49%. So it's not just the country, but its people have also become prisoners of this debt trap. This situation created by microfinance companies is disastrous. Recently, 2 women from Jaffna had committed suicide because they were unable to pay off their loans. Most young women, when they can't pay off their loans, officials and representatives of companies solicit sexual bribes from these women. We have to find immediate and long-term solutions together with the central bank officials for this issue. On the 22nd of this month, we hope to announce a special relief for the women who fell victim to these microfinance companies. The government will bear the interest of those who have taken loans of more than 150,000 rupees. We heard a program called Enterprise Sri Lanka in the previous budget. It says the loan will be given without any guarantee. There is a certain value to this, but we are still waiting for such a loan. Before this, a budget document contained gold loans and loan schemes for those in the agriculture sector without any guarantee. But none of them were implemented because they are caught in legal issues. Though we talk a lot about these loan procedures, there isn't proper awareness. It's been 6 months since the government issued the budget. Though the budget was themed Enterprise Sri Lanka, there has been no materialistic effort to implement this on the part of the government. So the businessmen do not have a clear understanding and the required details of the loan schemes in the country. The third point is small-scale entrepreneurs want to know the guarantee they have when they go to a state or private bank. The government has to create a separate reserve as a guarantee for small-scale businessmen. This is mentioned in the budget document, but we haven't seen its implementation.